I picked up on it in 1998. The whole story started was me and my cousin, and she was excited about it. And then all of a sudden at the last minute, she said no. So I called my friend, Freddie Featherstone, and he said yes. And from then we kicked off this thing called Gospel Mind.
My mentor, James Hayes, came to us about the ministry back in, I'd say, 2004. Asked us if he wanted to mime, and that's how we actually got started.
And when I started it, people was kicking us out of churches because they just didn't understand.
We came to the church, and we came before the congregation, and it took them a while for us to get up because they kept, pushing us to the end of the program. Once we got up there, we did our thing, got done. He said, "Whew, I'm glad we got the clowns out of the way." It was kind of hurtful, but we got through it.
It's kind of like having a baby. You've never had a child before, so you're very nervous about it, but you're excited because it's yours. You're trying to get some advice from other people, but yet they never had the baby that you had. So it's a learning process. And the moment that you reveal who your baby is, there's somebody who don't know what to say or how to say it, said something bad about your child. And I realized that everybody did not have the same passion that we did. We really could have quit everything. Not only the ministry, we could have left the church.
How we prepare for performances is, first we get the song, listen to it, let it minister to us. The moves will just come, and we'll actually go back to the Bible, read the portion of where it actually comes from. Well, that preparation period, I say, if it doesn't reach me, it's not going to reach anyone else. So I can't, go out and mime and trying to bring somebody to Christ if it's not ministering to myself.
The Bible says that it's a two-edged sword. What that simply means is that it's a sword with no handle, that I'm holding the sword and I'm cutting people with the word, meaning it's helping them. But if I open up my hand is bleeding at the same time. Meaning, while it's cutting you, it should be cutting me. And so what happens is with the song, I'm letting that song deal with me. I started from looking like a ghost. Then we went from skeletons, putting black around it, but didn't know how to do it. So we went from a ghost to a skeleton. And then we learned there's a proper way to do makeup. So even on the makeup aspect, we bumped our heads to do it.
This one time, it had a real good effect on a guy. When we got done in Miami, he came up to us. He was like, "Man, you guys did great, man. I'm coming off the streets, and I've never seen anything like it." And he gave himself to Christ that day. And that was just mind-blowing.
I moved from just performing it to now being able to be a teacher of it. Ministry has been blessed enough to become companies, that now we are employing people. Now God has opened up doors. It's not just the church we're talking to. We're doing now real stuff.
I just hope it grows, and I hope it helps other ministries see what we see.
Now we're in homeless. Now we are dealing with people who would never see it in churches. Now we're on TVs, we're traveling. Now is the secular world. We might be doing some things with secular companies. I see mime going from not only just ministries in the church, but being the voice of this generation. It's amazing to start from a living room in '98 to now across this country.